Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of What If Civilization Started Over. In the last episode, we saw two major events happen, being the start of colonization, or long distance colonization, as well as trade routes starting up. We have three of them currently, one in Southeast Asia, one in the Middle East, and one in Eastern and Central Europe. And we also saw a bit of expansion in a couple new countries. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get started. So we're starting off in Africa for today's episode. No, normally I don't, but we see the blue team continuing to explore more of the land down the Nile, as well as a bit as well as the other countries exploring more along the African coast and into the Saharan Desert. But the Dark Side team will reach to about right here, and then they realize this area is much easier to explore than the Saharan Desert. It's still quite warm, but it's like not a desert. So more countries hearing about this will will send more and more explorers into the Sahara Desert, hoping they can eventually reach this land as well. With this, we see much of the areas closer to all the countries get explored. I mean, mainly like this land right in here, as well as quite a bit of land along here. We also see the rest of the Arabian desert get discovered, as well as the countries over here discovering more into Central Asia. The Cyan Caspian country will explore a bit up north, kind of still now knowing there are countries over here. They're discovering here. They eventually discover Lake Baikal. Some of them continue exploring, now going more south. Some of them will also discover around the Lake Baikal area, and they'll decide to settle down right here. There'll be this pinkish purple country. So, the capital will be right here, and we now move eastwards. Not east, west. Alright, so we now see these eastern and northern European countries discover more and more this area. That's like I have said, the past 3, maybe 4 episodes is the age of exploration. But we see these countries discover all of this land, kind of stopping around where the Ural Mountains are. Over in North America, starting in Greenland, the Dutch team will be able to explore a bit of the land in the north, but we'll mostly focus on exploring south. We also see the rest of these islands here get discovered. we see this area here get discovered as well as a bit more land. Quebec area here. Sorry, I think I've got a cold or something, maybe. The Swiss red team will discover Cuba, the entire thing of it, as well as reaching onto Hispaniola and Jamaica, as well as even Puerto Rico. They'll kind of follow the island chain here, discovering all of these islands, and eventually discovering South America. You have a couple of countries kind of take note of this, but we first, but we mostly see countries focusing up in North America. After Cuba was discovered, we see Catalonia discovering Mexico, mostly specifically in the Yucatan Peninsula, and we see the country, we see them continue to explore into the mainland North America. Over in East Asia, or Southeast and East Asia, we see a lot of land get discovered here. Well, I do mean quite a lot. Hearing about Caspia's attempt at reaching them, we have China exploring up, kind of initially missing the explored areas, but eventually they'll discover the Lake Baikal country, and now almost all of Asia is connected up, at least. We see the rest of Southeast Asia discovered, as well as the rest of this peninsula. Singapore is discovered, as well as much of Sumatra. We see the Philippines also become discovered, much of the northern part. We see a bit of, I think this is Borneo, be discovered as well. In the south, we see much of the inner part of these lakes get discovered, as well as a bit more into the Ethiopian highlands, and countries will discover much of, not much of, but all of this. We see another landing by a currently unnamed country occur down here in the kind of in the Amazon rainforest. This actually is in the Amazon. And we see another landing being made here or in Central America. We see more of the Canadian area get discovered. Eventually, they reach the James and Hudson Bays. And coming down into Africa, we see another landing being made right here by another unnamed country. Now, as with every other episode, I'll make the peace treaty, and we'll also go over power rankings afterwards. Alright, so here we have the treaty. I'm gonna go through this as quick as I can. Starting off in North America, France, North France will be getting that. The uh, West France will be getting those bits. We see uh, this like Atlantic country gets those. The Upper Peninsula gets that. Lower Peninsula will be getting that. This weird purple country, it's these bits. This tiny red country will be getting that bit. The Cyan team will be getting this. Catalonia will be getting these two parts here, as well as control over these and Cozumel. As for Switzerland, they'll be getting all of the that, so that's all these tiny islands, and this bit here. They would get that bit there. No, there. It's what I meant to do. The country who discovered that bit will not be claiming any of it yet. The orange team south of Catalonia will be getting all of this. Sure, they get whatever. Let's just give them to them. The dark cyan team will be getting 3 bits there. The dark cyan team will also be getting all of it. Do not be getting all of them yet. Pixel off, of course. It's always 1 pixel. The cyan team will be getting that. The Dutch team is the one who discovered. The Dutch team is the one who discovered this land here. Moving a bit north, the Gibraltar will be getting all of that. Catalonia, get that. Switzerland gets this bit here. Italy will be getting that. Yugoslavia will be getting this part of Libya. Greece will get this other part. The orange team will be getting most of Western and modern Egypt. The blue country will continue their reach down the Nile, as well as claim this bit of Arabia. Mesopotamia will continue to extend further into Arabia. It's the Red Sea Coast country. We're getting that. The purple team will get that land. The green team will be getting that. This small pink team will get that. No, here. There. The orange team gets that. The yellow team will be getting these 3 bits here. The purple team will be getting these 2 bits. The Kenyan country will be getting that. Tanzania will be getting these 2 parts here, as well as these couple islands, maybe. You see a new country formed down here, kind of like Mozambique type country. Up in Europe, the Dutch team will be getting all of this, this, this. Denmark will be getting all of this, all of these 3 Norwegian islands. Russia gets all of this. Crimea gets this very tiny bit. The Caucasia gets that. North Caspia gets that. regular Caspia will get quite a lot of land. All of that. Azerbaijan will be getting that. I call them South Caspian now. This weird little green puppet state country. It's not a puppet state, but it is. They got that though. Purple team gets that. Orange team will get that. Cruise India. We're getting all of that. Uh, Pakistan will get that. West India will get that. Uh, India will get that. See, new country forming in Bangladesh. String color. Uh, Myanmar, getting that bit north. So it's that bit down there. South China, getting that. Thailand gets that, that, and that. So this all of these tiny islands, if I can click the right thing. You see new North Sumatran country forming in this reddish pink color. I'll have all of that. No claims on Borneo, however, you do see this Philippine country forming and all of this. Just not touching island. Mid China gets that. Lake Baikal, be getting that. China, China does not merge with Lake Baikal. They will instead be getting that. Korea gets this little bit here. And lastly, Siberia gets this. Now for the final two events of the episode. The first being more development in the trade routes. We see trade route here connect up to the capital of Azerbaijan, as well as going from Mesopotamia into um, the purple country. This trade route will continue along the Caspian Sea, eventually reaching up into the Caspian capital. The trade route on Crimea will continue down, and eventually it will meet up with the Middle Eastern trade route, becoming the Great European Asian trade route. It will also go down through um, the it will go down through Bulgaria and into the purple team. It will then reach into Greece, up into Yugoslavia, and into the Italian capital. Italy will make the trade route go down their country and along the coast into Switzerland, and eventually leading into Catalonia. On the north part, it will continue along the European, along the coast of the English Channel, reaching here, and we see the trade route continue developing in Southeast Asia, reaching near Bangladesh. I'll be putting capitals onto the new countries later. Of course, I forgot some. We'll see Vietnam get these two bits of land here, and Cambodia gets that land there. But that will be all we see on the trade routes layer. Now we go onto a brand new layer, the alliance layer, and we will see two alliances form. First being the Square Alliance, a military alliance between Switzerland, Catalonia, Siberia, into Yugoslavia, and lastly, Denmark. And now we see the I'm gonna use the polygons and stars for economical alliances for now until I get better. Until I get uh, to the point where I can't anymore and I need new countries. Uh, Denmark, the founder of the Economical Alliance. It is a non-currency based alliance. We see the Dutch team joining it, Kaliningrad joins, Russia joins, and Estonia joins. It's like the North European Trade Alliance, or something like that. But that is all for today's episode. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.